first.
Remember Rasteferians.
Remember Rasteferians.
Remember Emperor Selassie the First.
Remember Selassie the First.
Remember the glory days.
Remember the glory days.
We are one people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
And we must stop the burning.
Stop the
We
burning.
must stop the violence.
Stop the
We
violence.
must stop the burning.
Stop the
We
burning.
must stop the violence.
Stop the
We
violence.
must stop the burning.
Stop the
We
burning.
must stop the violence.
Stop the
We
violence.
are one people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One
We
Ethiopia.
must stop the violence.
Stop the
We
violence.
must stop the violence.
Stop the
We
violence.
must stop the violence.
Stop the
We
violence.
are one people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
Muslims.
Muslims.
Christians.
Christians.
Rastafarians. We
Rasteferians.
are one people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One
And
people.
we want justice.
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 When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want peace.
We want peace.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want unity.
Unity.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want unity.
Unity.
We want unity.
Unity.
Tomorrow we are one.
We are one.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
One Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Will do. My name is Brother Leroy Lindsay, but my priest name, as I'm most popular known as, is Abbot Elijah. Yeah, and we are here having this demonstration in protest against what's currently taking place in Ethiopia. Firstly, the destruction of some of Ethiopia's most ancient monuments, like Rasteferian statue. You know, this is voice violation of our Oromo brothers. Because if we should go back in history, in the glory days of Ethiopia, we would remember that at the Battle of Adwa, the Romans were there. You understand? And again, 1935 to 41 struggle with Italian occupation. The Romans was there with every other ethnic group. So today, you know, there must be some ulterior motive for our Oromo brothers to behaving like this, because Ethiopia's ancient tradition is that Christians, Muslims, and any other religion that is there, Jews, whoever, and now Rastefarians, as His Majesty has given us the platform for the immersion of other faiths, 1955 in Eritrea being a Muslim state. And in his address to the Parliament, His Majesty said Christianity and Islam are not the only two religions on earth. There are others, and each speak of God, which is why we Rastafarians are here today. And if we trace this thing historically, we have a right to be connected with Ethiopia, because the Yakub rights came to Ethiopia in the 14th, 13th century struggle against the Arabs, yeah? And so we Ethiopians, we Rastafarians see ourselves as being connected to Ethiopia because of descent, because we came like in slavery, not in shackled slavery, but as prisoners of war. We were sold into slavery. And that's why we are here today. And we are saying Ethiopia's ancient tradition is we are one. Regardless, as I said, Battle of Adwa, yeah, 1935 to 41 invasion. It's one people. Everybody, regardless of any ethnic minority, we all came together for our motherland and defend God and King. You understand? So today, it can't be no different. Our Roma brothers need to realize that people is instigating this that they are doing in Shashamane to their own ends. And they need to stop. They have to stop. And remember, we are one people. Where we coming from? In ancient Ethiopia, in the glory days of Emperor Haile Selassie I, we were one and we will remain one. Because there will be no civil or religious conflict because of people's ulterior motive. What is Abiy Ahmed's government doing when this is happening? Is it okay that you should just sit by and see people's property, people's hard work just being destroyed by one Ethiopian ethnic minority, and it's okay? It's not. It's not. We think this is injustice, and we want justice for the perpetrators and those people responsible for this act. And we want that justice now. And that's why we're here today. And we want the support of all God-loving and God-fearing Ethiopians at home and abroad, and here in the free world, to let their voice be heard that this needs to stop. Because in June 2016, when the Oromas were the highest casualties of the previous regime with the killings, we Rasteferians came out here and demonstrated against it. And to stop killing Oromas, they were at the top of the list. So today, how can, Oromas be attacking rest of the people in Shashamane? And that's okay with Ahmed's government. No. He needs to intervene, and he needs to make that intervention now. Now, right now. Because the eyes of the people that love justice and hate aggression and your administration, and justice is justice, So we're calling all people that love justice and hate aggression, yeah? And we're calling on the free world, in this country, the government of this country and other part, to add their voice, in the interest of what is known as democracy in the free world. People can't just turn a blind eye to things like this. It's atrocity against human rights, my brother. You understand?
Have you done anything about it?
We have written an open letter which will be handing to the embassy today. That's for the administration to know why we are demonstrating out here today. Yeah? And we are making an open letter because we don't want it to be pushed under the shelf and nobody know what we are saying. Because even though we're demonstrating, we want the government to know exactly that we have observed that you have turned a blind eye to what's taking place. And this cannot be accepted. I just said the free world, the government of this country and other countries, in the name of democracy. I just said. So, we believe that, people should really come out and add their voice as people that love justice and hate aggression against this that is taking place in Ethiopia. Okay.
Greetings.
Rastafari, brother.
Could you introduce yourself? And I know you've got a statement, so you can go.
All right. Rastafari greetings. Tenastelin, Ethiopia. Moambesa Zemnega de Yahuda Haile Selassie I. Let me greet you in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Queen Itegamanen, Jenny Bergman, Percival John Marcus, King Manuel VII. My name is Raskadi of the RMUK, Rastafari Movements UK, organizers of the 2014 March to Parliament. Rastafari, 10,000 Africans came out on that day, on a glorious, wonderful day. I have a statement to read regarding the disturbances in Ethiopia, Shashamane, London, regarding the Aroma people and the issue. This is a statement from the Jamaica community in Jamaica.
So Shashamane is not a
The Rastafari community in Jamaica condemns the actions of those who destroyed the statues of Ras McConnell and Haile Selassie I. Kingston, Jamaica members of the Rastafari community totally condemns the destruction of the statues of Ras McConnell in Ethiopia and Haile Selassie I in London recently. We, the Africans in the Western Hemisphere, are very disappointed and outraged that two of the most historical symbols of freedom and justice were dishonored in the name of tribalism among Ethiopians. Destroying these two statues shows a gross disrespect and sends the message that a kingdom divided by itself cannot stand. It is unfortunate that this took place in the wake of African consciousness globally, but we in Jamaica remain steadfast and confident that we will build up more statues of Haile Selassie I and Ras McConnell as our examples of Africa's sovereignty. And so we continue to hold His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I and Ras McConnell in the highest of esteem. We continue to hail them as true defenders, liberators and great warriors of black consciousness and freedom worldwide. We do give thanks. Jah Rastafari. Blessed love. Thank you, brother.
Can I take some comments from you?
You may.
Right, okay. What would you achieve with such demonstration?
It's about making the people aware. People need to be aware and people need to be educated. These differences that Aroma claim they have with Rastafari, these are outside influence cause these differences. They are miseducated and they are misdirected by whoever their leaders are. We say unity, we say one Ethiopia, we say one love, we say one Rastafari. We say please come together. It's important that we come together. Unity is the only thing that's going to help us in this time. We have no personal issue with Oromo. We love Ethiopia, we love Rastafari, we love the land, we love the people. We are the Rastafari who carry the green, gold and red flag all around the globe. We proud Ethiopians. Haile Selassie I said Jamaicans and Ethiopians are one. We are blood brothers, we are one family. And that's what we want the nation to know. Unity is strength. Let us work together and build together and grow together. And we will be happier together. Rastafari.
And do you intend to pursue further notifying the British Parliament, the MPs and so forth?
Every avenue and every channel will be exhausted to bring peace. Because we are here to pursue peace with vigor. Oh, we are Rastafari, we come in the name of peace, we come in the name of love, we come in the name of unity, we come in the name of love Ethiopia, love Rastafari. So, it's only upward and positive. We say Rastafari Movements UK, engage with the Ethiopian community and we're building and we're growing and we're making progress, steady progress. This is just a little slip in the road, but we will be moving on and we'll be doing bigger and better things in the future. And we do give thanks. Rastafari, bless.
Thank you. Do you have anything to add on this?
I have to say, yes,
Just introduce yourself and then
my name is Mandingo. I'm an African from Jamaica. I have been a member of Marcus Garvey's UNIA and ACL from my school days at Kingston Technical High School in Jamaica, where Marcus Garvey Jr., the son of Marcus Garvey, was my physics teacher. Marcus Garvey's first wife, Amy Ashwood Garvey, was my mother's cousin. And Marcus Garvey's second wife, Amy Jakes Garvey, was an elder whose home I was a regular visitor to in the 1960s in Jamaica because she lived in the same home as her son, my physics teacher, Marcus Garvey Jr. What I have to say as a representative of the UNIA and ACL, Marcus Garvey's organization, founded the 20th of July 1914 in Jamaica. And for Marcus Garvey Jr., who is still alive here is that we as Africans must never allow internal problems between us to get out of hand. And this is why we are here today outside the Ethiopian Embassy, because it concerns us as Africans overseas to see what is happening in Ethiopia. Ethiopia, also known as Abyssinia, became great because of the unity of the different African nations or groups. Be you Oromo, Amara, Afar, Tigrinya, whatever. When the Italians invaded, all ethnic groups in Ethiopia came together as one under the leadership of Emperor Menelik II. It did not matter whether you were Amara or Oromo or any other ethnic group. What mattered is that we're one Ethiopian people from the same African race. And it was because of this unity of Ethiopians that had nothing to do with separate ethnic groups why we were able to defeat the racist Italians at the Battle of Adwa in March 1896. Emperor Menelik II remembered that before, when the British invaded Ethiopia, when Emperor Theodosius II was the emperor who chose to kill himself rather than be captured by the British, who kidnapped his son afterwards, that the reason why Emperor Theodosius Raskasa, as his name was before, the reason why he was defeated by the British army led by Napier, who were the officers, the British officers, but the troops were Indian, was because Menelik, who later became emperor, and other Ethiopians did not come and unite under the banner of one Ethiopia. And that was why Emperor Theodosius II was defeated. Years later, when Emperor Menelik II faced the same external threat by non-Africans, he remembered what he and his predecessors had done that caused the death of Emperor Theodosius II. And so he said, despite the differences that we have amongst our various ethnic groups, let us not repeat the mistakes that we made, that made Emperor Theodosius II kill himself rather than be captured and humiliated by the European. Come together as one. Whatever problems we have as brothers and sisters, let us work that out together as one. But now, with the common threat of the European external invader, come to my rescue. Let us work together as one. And so Oromas, Tigrinya, Amaras, all came together to face the common enemy. And that was why we won. Not as Oromas, not as Amaras, not as Afars, not as Tigrinya, not as the many different groups. We won because we came together as one, as Ethiopians. Because united we stand and divided we fall. Today, we face another threat. We are Arab Muslims are using Africans who are Muslims to try to destroy Ethiopia. Let us remember that for many centuries, Ethiopian emperors have fought against Arab Muslim invasions to conquer Ethiopia. Let us not forget that. Emperor Johannes, Emperor Tirojos II, and others before have always faced the threat of the Arab Muslim jihad and Africans who are Muslims who have been misguided to support them. Remember, one of our greatest enemies was Gran, the left-handed, who sought to conquer and Islamize Ethiopia. Emperor Haile Selassie I correctly said that in Ethiopia we have not only Muslims, we have not only Christians, because Emperor Haile Selassie knew that thousands of years before Christianity existed, before Islam existed, that we had our original African traditional religions that we still have today, not just in Ethiopia, but all over Mother Africa. We have had our religions thousands of years, native religions, before there was any Abraham, before there was any Muhammad. We have had our languages and our cultures. So I say that I know that it is not all Oromas who are part of this conspiracy to destroy Ethiopia. We must remember that. We are only against those Oromas who have allowed themselves to be used by non-Ethiopians to try to destroy Ethiopia. And we know that they are angry about the Renaissance Dam, which will bring mass electrification to uplift the standard of living of our African people in Ethiopia. I say to you, my African brothers in Ethiopia, that whether you are Oromo, Amara, whatever group, Tigrinya, that we must stand together as one. We must not allow religions to divide us. We existed before religions. Religions are man-made. We must unite as what we are, as Africans and as Ethiopians. Remember, it is one creator, one aim, and one destiny. As Marcus Garvey said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. And Marcus Garvey said again, we must always remember our history, because if we forget our history, it's like a tree without roots will perish. And that a race without authority and power is a race without respect. Let us today, Saturday the 12th of July 2020, continue with our efforts as shown by our African brothers and sisters here, both from Mother Africa and in the diaspora, that we are here to demonstrate our solidarity for one Ethiopia and for one Africa. Remember, Marcus Garvey said, the only way that we will improve and be respected is we must have one government, one army, one navy, and one air force. We must not allow any non-African military force in any part of Africa. And we as Africans must continue to work with each other and to communicate with each other. My brother, I am glad that you are here recording this, because we are continuing the works of what our forefathers and our foremothers did. Because remember, it's not just our men, but also our women. It's our fathers and our mothers who have done the work before, and we must continue to do the work because they have laid the foundation, and we must continue to work on the implementation of the foundation. One Ethiopia, every time, no division, one Ethiopia. Mandingo.
One Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
We want justice.
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 When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want peace.
We want peace.
When do we want it?
እኔ የመጣሁት ያው ራስተፈሪያንስ የኢትዮጵያን አንድነት ህዝቡ ሲገደል እያየን ዝም አንልም በማለት ወጥተው እነሱ ለኛ ሲጮሁ እነሱን በመደገፍ ነው የወጣሁት። እኔ ከበደ ጌታሁን እባላለሁ። ያው በለንደን ነዋሪ ሆንኩ ነኝ። እዚህም እንግዲህ ያው ስኖር እድሜ ልኬን ለኢትዮጵያ ህዝብ ለፖለቲካ ተሳትፎ ሳደርግ ነው የኖርኩት። ይህም አለ አይደለ የህዝባችንን መከፋፈልና መጨራረስን ስለማልደግፍ በአንድነት አንድ ኢትዮጵያ ብዬ ነው ማምነው። ቋንቋ፣ ሃይማኖት፣ ዘር አይለያየንም። እዛች ምድር ላይ ያለን ሁላችንም በአንድ ላይ በአንድ ድምፅ በአንድ ሀገራዊ ስሜት እንድንኖር እንጂ የክፍፍል ኑሮ ወይም ህይወት እንድንኖር ስለማልፈልግ ምንጊዜም እስከ ህይወቴ መጨረሻ በአንድ ኢትዮጵያዊነት ለመታገል እማላቆም መሆኔን ነው የምገልጸው። ይህ ነው ያለኝ። እንግዲህ አመሰግናለሁ። አሁን ምንድነው ያስገደሉት? አስገድለውታል። ግን ሀጫሉ ለሞተበት ዓላማ እርስ በርስ ተገዳደሉ ብሎ አይደለም። ሀጫሉ ለአንድ ኢትዮጵያ ብሎ ነው የተገደለው። እዛች ምድር ላይ ሁላችንም እስከኖርን ድረስ ማንም የማንም መሬት ነው ተብሎ መገደል የለበትም። በኢትዮጵያዊነቱ የትም ሄዶ ድሮ እንደምንኖረው አባቶቻችን አያቶቻችን እንደኖሩት የትም ሄደን የመኖር መብት አለን። ሀጫሉ ብቻ ነው የተገደለው። 200 ሰዎች ተገድለዋል በአንድ ሰው የተነሳ። ይህም የተደረገው ያው እንደሚታወቀው እንግዲህ በሱ ሰበብ ሌሎችን ለመግደል ነው፣ ለማስወጣት ይሆናል ካሉበት አካባቢ። እኔ ደግሞ ማንም ኢትዮጵያዊ የትም ሄዶ የመኖር መብቱ ሁላችንም ያለበት ዘር ነው። ማንም ከኔ ውስጥ አንተ ኦሮሞ አይደለም አንተ አማራ አይደለም ብሎ ሊያወጣ ደሜን እንትን ሊቀይሩት አይችሉም። ደሜ ውስጥ ያለ ዘር አለ። ከዛች ምድር ውስጥ ሁላችንም እስከተፈጠርን ድረስ በዘረኝነት ተከፋፍለን ህዝብና ሀገር ማጥፋት የለብንም። ስለዚህ የሀጫሉን እንትን ህግ ይዞታል። መንግስት በህግ ይፍታው። የገደሉትም ለህግ ቀርበው ቅጣታቸውን ይተናሉ። እነሱም ብቻ ሳይሆኑ ለዛም ተጠያቂ ሆነው ከበስተጀርባ ሆኖ የሚቀሰቅሱትና ህዝቡን ፖይዝነስ በሆነ ቃላትና ትርጓሜ የሚያፋጩትም እነሱ ናቸው ዋናቸው። እነሱም ተይዘዋል። ለህግ ይቅረቡ ነው የምለው። ወጣቶቹን እኔ የምመልሰው መቼም አለ አይደለም አላየንም። ምንም የታየ ነገር ኤቪደንስ የለም። መንግስት ያው ዝም ብሎ ይሁን መረጃ ይዞ ይሁን አላቅም። ያንን በዛ ላይ ኮሜንት ልሰጥ አልችልም። ግን አስተሳሰሩ ኤቪደንስ ቤዝድ ሆኖ ከሆነ ያንን ለህዝቡ ማሳወቅ አለበት። ያለ ኤቪደንስ ግን አሁን እንደ ባልደራስ ያሉ እነ እስክንድር እዛ በአካባቢው አልነበሩ። እሱ በተገደለበት አካባቢ ግን እነሱም ገብተዋል። በምን ኤቪደንስ እንደሆነ ያንን እኔ የማያውቀው ነገር አይደለም። የነ ጀዋርን ግን ካለፈውም ታሪካቸው የነበሩ ሁኔታዎች አሉ። ያንን ነገር እነሱ ወጣቱን ወደ ሰላም ማምጣት እንጂ የእርስ በርስ እንትን እንዲመጣ ማድረግ እንደሌለባቸው ተነግሯቸዋል። ምክንያቱም ያ ህዝብ የተቀላቀለ ነው ብሎታል ዶክተር አብይም ወይም ሌሎችም ፖለቲሻኖች እንደ ጤፍ የተቀላቀለና ገብስ ምንድነው ጥቁርና ነጭ ጤፍ እንደዛ ነን። ስንቱን ለየተ ስንቱን ትተዋል አችለውም። ስለዚህ እኔ የምለው ምንድነው ይሄ ነገር መንግስት ይዞታል። መንግስት ወይም ደግሞ ያው ሰብአዊ መብትም እንደሚለው ኢንዲፔንደንት በሆነ መልኩ ይሄ ነገር ይጣራል። ኤቪደንስ ቤዝድ ሆኖ ጀዋርም ይሁን እስክንድርም ይሁን ሌሎችም ይሁን ጠርጥረናል ብለው ያሏቸው ሰዎች በኤቪደንስ ነው መፈረድ ያለባቸው ብዬ ነው የምለው። ወጣቱም ዝም ብሎ እየሄደ የሌላውን ህዝብ ከሚቀጥፍ መጀመሪያ የተያዙ ሰዎች ጥፋተኛ ናቸው አይደሉም የሚለውን ህግ ነው የሚወስነው። ሀገሪቱ ውስጥ ህግ መስፈን አለበት። አሁንም የምንለው ሁሉም በህግ ይፈረጅ እንጂ እኔም ተነስቼ ያም ተነስቶ ያንተ ዘር ነው የገደለው እያልኩ መገዳደል ለማንም አይጠቅምም ነው የምለው። ያ ነው የኔ መልስ። እኔ በዚህ በኩል መቼም አለ አይደለ ኤምባሲው በዛ ላይ ያለው እንትን አመለካከትና አለ አይደለ ሪሶርስም ኖሮት የፈረሰውን ይገንባል ማለት ትንሽ ያስቸግራል። ግን እነዚህ ሰዎች ያው እኛም ኢትዮጵያውያኖች ነን በሚል ነው እዚህ የቆሙት። አፍሪካውያኖች ነን በአጠቃላይ እኛ ዛሬ አይደለም እነዚህ ራስተፈሪያንስ ለኛ የኛም ባንዲራ ወይም ሲያብለበሉ ኃይለ ሥላሴን እንትን ሲሉ የነበረው for centuries። ግን አሁን እኛ ታሪክን እያጠፋን ነው። እነሱ ሄደው አሁን ያንን ሐውልት አፈረሱና ምንድነው የለወጡት ነገር? ምንም የለወጡት ነገር የለም። ያረጉት ግን ታሪክን ያጠፉት። ሰው ሀገር ላይ ሆነ የሰውን እንትን ማፍረስ እሱ ራሱ ያስጠይቃል አለ አይደለ። ግን የኢትዮጵያ ኤምባሲ አሁን ማድረግ አለበት ብዬ የምለው ኮሚኒቲን ጠርቶ በተቻለ መጠን እንግባባ፣ በሰከነ መልኩ ተነጋግረን ችግራችንን እንፍታ ነው ማድረግ ከቻሉ። ግን የሰከነ እንትን ያለው አለ ወይ ነው። አንዳንዱ በሆይታ ሊረብሽ ይችላል ገብቶ። ያ መሆን የለበትም። ሁላችንም መቼም ከህፃናቶች ለየት ያለ እንትን አድገናል። አርቆ የማስተዋል እንትን ችሎታ አለን። በመነጋገር የምናምን ከሆነ ተበድለናል ያሉ ሐውልቱም ያጠፋው ነገር ካለ ያንም ተነጋግሮ መሆን የለበትም ከተባለ ህዝቡ ነው ወሳኙ፣ እነሱ አይደሉም። ግን ያለንበት ደግሞ ሀገር ያደረገው ሐውልት ስለሆነ የዛን ሀገር ህግ መጠበቅ አለብን ብዬ ነው የምለው። መቼም የመለስኩ ይመስለኛል። ጨርሽ ለዚህ ሁሉ ያው እምለው ቁጭ ብለን ስንነጋገር ነው። ቅድም ያልኩት ነገር ነው። መነጋገር እስካልቻለን ድረስ ችግሮች አሉ። እነዛን ችግሮች ልንፈታው የምንችለው ሰላማዊ በሆነና በመደማመጥ ነው። ያለበለዚያ ግን አሁንም በሀገራችን ላይ የተፈጠረው አይነት ሁኔታዎችም እዚህም እየተፈጠረ ነው። ሲፈጠሩም ቆይተዋል። በፊት በነበረው መንግስት እንዳንግባባ እንዳንስማማ በተለያዩ እንትን ተፈራርጀን ነበረ። ያንን ለማስወገድ ግን ቁጭ ብለን የመነጋገርና አንዱ አንዱን አክብሮ ለዛ መልስ የሚሰጣጥበትን መልክ ማምጣት ነው። አለበለዚያ ግን ችግራችን ሊፈታ አይችልም። አንድ ሆኖ የሚለው ነገር አንድ ልንሆን የምንችለው ስንተባበር ነው፣ ስንሰማማ ነው፣ ተከባብረን ነው። ሳንከባበር ግን አንዱ እየወነጀለ ከሆነ እንትን ምንጊዜም ልንፈታው አንችልም። ዋናው እንትናችን ግን ሃይማኖታችን፣ አንድነታችን፣ ኢትዮጵያዊነታችን ተከብሮ እንዲኖር የኛ በፍቅር ቁጭ ብለን መነጋገርና ችግሮቻችን በሰከነ መልኩ ለማስወገድ ስንችል ነው። አለበለዚያ አጥፍታ የጥፋ አይነት ነገር ነው። የሚታየኝ ነገር የለም አለ ብዬ መቼም እኛ ራሳችን ሁላችንን የምንፈትሽና አያለው ብዬ የምለው ነገር የለም። ባይኖርም ግን እስቲ ካለፉት እንትኖች እንመልከትና አብረን እንቀመጥ የሚለውን እንትን በሁሉም በሃይማኖቱም በፖለቲካውም አላደል በዘርም ቢሆን እንግዲህ አማራና ኦሮሞ እየተባባልን ከመከፋፈል አንድ ላይ ሆነን በመቀመጥ በአንድ ቤት ጥላ ውስጥ ልንኖር እንችላለን። አለበለዚያ ሁሉም የራሱን እንትን ሲል እድሜ ልካችንን ስንገፋፋ እንኖራለን ማለት ነው። we have to እሱማ ነው we have to ልዩነታችን ፖለቲካ እንትኖች ብዙነታችንን ሃይማኖታችን ያው ማንነታችን ወደ ጎን ትተን አንድ የሚያደርገንን ይዘን ብንሄድ ሀገራችንም ለህዝባችንም ሰላምና ጤና ይኖረናል ብዬ አስባለሁ።
ነገር ብዙሃነታችን ውበት ሊሆን ይችላል። ብዙሃነታችን ደግሞ መፋጃቻ መጣያቻ ሊሆናል ነው እሱን አልፈልግም፣ ግን ለአንተ ልንገር ብዬ ነው። አይ ብዙሃነት ስላልክ ነው ብዙሃነታችን ብለህ ስለጠየቀው ብዙሃነታችን ለእኛ ውበት ነው የሚሆነው። ለኢትዮጵያዊነታችን አፍሪካንያት ምን ያህል ስንት አይነት የተለያየ ባህል የተለያየ ቋንቋ የተለያየ ህዝብ ያለባት ሀገር ቢሆንም አንድ ነን። አፍሪካ ነን። ስለዚህ የአንድነታችን ይዘን ግን ብዙሃነታችን ብዙሃነት አላልከው ነገር ልዩነታችንም ውበት ሊሆን ይችላል። ብትሄድ ኢትዮጵያ ወላይትኛ ሙዚቃ ስታይ፣ ጉራግኛ ሙዚቃ ስታይ የተለያዩ ነገሮች ውበት ናቸው እንጂ ልዩነቶቹ እኛን ሊያጋድልን እኛን ሊያጫርስን የሚችል ነገር መሆንም የለበትም። ያን ውበታችንን ይዘን በአንድነት መኖር እንችላለን። ይሄ በሙሉ ጥቃታችን የሚመጣው ከኛ ብቻ ሳይሆን ከውጪ ካሉ ከሌላ አገሮች ከምስራቅ አገሮችም አለ። ያ ከምስራቅ አገሮች በጣም እንትን ስላለ ነው። ባስቀደ ደስ ይለኛል። መናገር መፍትሽ ነው። አይ ቢሆንም እኔ የምለው ያው ብዙሃነት ላልከው ነው። ብዙሃነት ውበት ነው እንጂ መፋጃችን ውበታችን ነው። ለእኔ ሰውነቴ የሚያገለግለኝ ነገር ነው። ሳይ ልዩነታችንን ሳይ ዋው እንዴት እንደምናምር diversity is a beauty. We bring it that beauty to the world. We are beautiful and just beautiful. We just have to accept it. This whole problem comes from Western. So they're pushing us to fight against each other because we cannot stand up together. So we need to unite. If we unite, then they're scared of us. That's why. That's the problem. This is the Western country. They're scared of us. They're scared of black people to be together. When we are together, they are scared. So when they're scared, they put us some problems that we fight against each other. And these youths, the one they are fighting, they're killing other people, they have no history. They know history. If they know history, they don't destroy start war, Haile Selassie start, because
that's right.
That's the people
that's
who
right.
fight for us and put this land, peaceful land, to be for us. So we don't have to fight against each other.
Okay, so I am Brother Johannes, well-known supporter of the Rastefarian, faith. And what you see here today is the progress of the people as it reflects, diversity and unity. So I would like to take this moment to urge Abiy Ahmed government in Ethiopia to intervene and do what's necessary to ensure the consolidation and unity of all the people. I can quote from a famous speech from His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. He said, "Tribalism is suicide." And I call on my Ethiopian brothers, whether you be again Oromo, Amara, Tigray people, whatever the name of your tribe, to come together as one. And I will ask them to reflect upon the battles of Adwa and again the battle in 1935, 1941 invasion of the Italians. Aroma fought at the forefront of these battles.
there were Aroma generals that were incorporated in His Imperial Majesty's army. So why today we should allow anything to separate us? I call on my Aroma brothers, and not only my Aroma brothers, but my Ethiopian brothers, to remember the Lion that has granted us liberty and victory and make us free people today. This is a case where the government of Ethiopia at present, Abiy-elect government, must not fail. Because if he fails to intervene, God and history and the mystics will record the judgment he makes. So therefore, I am calling on the Ethiopian government to make an intervention now to ensure the solidification, the consolidation and unity of the people. My brothers, I understand that there are many narratives out there that is being organized and perpetuated to separate us. But I urge you again, not to buy the narratives. Reflect upon our ancient glory. Remember the liberty that our ancient glory has brought us and the freedom that our ancient glory has brought us. And as such, we must come together and work and unite and restore that peace, harmony, progress and prosperity. Ethiopia, I urge you right now to come forward. United we strong, we stand. Divided we fall. We should not allow anything at all to divide us. Not all Aroma people is bad. No, not all Aroma people is bad. Not all Aroma people is bad. What we are against is the perpetrators of violence and the perpetrators that are trying to cause strife and division among us. From historical time, under our emperors, Christians, Muslims, Rasteferians, and other ill religions in Ethiopia has always been lived as one. So therefore, let us reflect upon our ancient glory and remember the freedom and justice that it brought us, that we are here today as a people. I repeat again, what you see here today is the progress of the people because it reflects the diversity and unity of the people. So I call again on my Ethiopian brothers to come forward and unite as one people. One Ethiopia, one people, and one line of Judah that has brought us liberty. Whatever the situation might be concerning other matters in Ethiopia today, but we as a people, as African, Ethiopian, Rasteferian people will never forget the liberty that the Lion has brought us. And as such, I say again to the people, let's come together as one. One Ethiopia, one people, one love. One love. One love. One love. God bless.
Stop the violence.
Stop the violence.
We are one people.
One people.
One Ethiopia.
One
We
Ethiopia.
are one people.
One people.
One people.
One people.
One nation.
One
We
nation.
are one people.
One people.
We want justice.
We want justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want peace.
We want peace.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want peace.
We want peace.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want peace.
We want peace.
When do we want it?
Now.
Remember Ras Makane.
Remember Ras Makane.
Ethiopia with not all Oromas, but the perpetrators that is involved in the burning of people's property, that includes hotel businesses, school, hospitals, and these atrocities, we don't think that the government should be just sitting there idly and turning a blind eye, basically. So we are here calling on all Ethiopians at home and abroad, including the people that loves justice and hates aggression, to add their voice and support for this atrocity and this kind of unlawful behavior to be put an end to in Ethiopia, you know.
And then just to summarize the letter, if you could, it's signed on behalf of the church?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and any other members, or just primarily the church?
No, it's signed on behalf of the church.
Right, okay.
And it's an open letter,
Okay.
I can also let you know. So you look on the internet and see it somewhere. And the reason we have decided to let it be an open letter, we don't want it to be swept under the carpet, what we are saying in regard to this situation, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So it's no secret what we are saying to the Ahmed administration. So we want it to be open, that everybody that is a part of what we are saying here, the people that loves justice and hates aggression, and think that, yes, we should add our voice in the interest of this kind of thing in Ethiopia to be stopped, because traditionally and from an ancient time in the glory days, under the constitutional monarchy, Ethiopians are one. 1896, Adwa, Battle of Adwa. Oromas were there, Amara, Sidamon, everybody was there. You understand? 1935 to 41, aggression and occupation of Ethiopia. Oroma, Amara, Sidama, you know the names of all the ethnic groups. Everybody was there. So today, personally, I'm going to say this is my opinion, there's an ulterior motive behind this. Yeah? Because if you can incite Christians, Muslims, and Rasteferians to fight each other, that's civil unrest. Yeah? And when you create a civil unrest in Ethiopia, then you maybe can achieve your aims of whatever your ulterior motive might have been. But we are saying, no, it's not gonna work, because God is God. And you know what? He said, be still. Be ye still, Oromas, and know that I, Emperor Haile Selassie I, the Almighty God, like it or not, 2,000 years ago, you would have rejected Jesus the Christ. So today, it's nothing if you know, it's the same. It's just 2,000 years later, the Christ is in a different person. But that's not the point anyway. We are Rastefarians, and we think, and we know, and we believe we are Ethiopians, the blood that runs in our veins. Yeah? Because the Yacobites in the 1438 struggle with the Arabs were sold into slavery. And so they were sold by the Mediterranean people, namely Italians, into slavery. So we didn't come into slavery as people in shackled slavery, in shekel, you know what I mean? We didn't come into as slaves in shekel, you know, being taken from a village and not. No, we were prisoners of wars. And that's why we are independent in our thinking and our actions, you understand? And also lawful with a capital L.
Wow.
Decent with a capital D.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Thank you for being here. No worries. Nobody else would have seen it. It's the first time that we come and I had to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, they usually take you out there. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name is Shatu.
Yeah, it's the first time I come in.
Okay.
But yeah, because as Rastafarian people, yeah, and we are very much concerned with what's taking place in Ethiopia, because with the our Asian monuments being destroyed by our Oromo brothers, you know, and then it is extended here in London. So that adds to what's also happening in Shashimane, it's a major concern. So now we are having this demonstration here, so government can pay more attention that, you know, we are really wondering what government is doing when this is happening, you know what I mean? So we are calling on government intervention as well. And with that, we'd like to hand in this letter to you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are very much aware of what was happening in our country, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Particularly in Shashamane.
In Shashamane.
There was the famous artist, as you know, Achalu.
Yeah.
He was assassinated in Addis Ababa, the capital city.
So
and there was an aggressive Oromo youth. So there was a severe destruction of individuals, household or industries, or many destruction which has been happened over there. So our government is very much concerned regarding this issue.
Okay.
And
Sir, can I
I forward this letter to my ambassador. He was my deputy ambassador. I will forward your message for him. Okay.
Can I use the opportunity to find out if the perpetrators, not just like whoever is doing the burnings and all that, but the instigators that have assassinated our beloved brother? Is there any, you know, like recent progress in the investigation as to who really did this? Because it seems like if this is what, you know, triggered all of this to be happening, there must be some connection to something that could say who done this to the brother, who assassinated the brother. You understand?
Yeah.
Because everybody can't be held responsible for this.
Yes.
Rastefarian, Amara, everybody can't be held responsible. You know what I mean?
Yes. Regarding for this assassination, the Attorney General, there was a briefing yesterday. They have got and captured 3 individuals who are directly involved for the assassination of this artist. Yeah. And the government currently has a energetic and contributed efforts in order to obtain a judicial or a court cases for this prosecuted individuals, or they have captured 3 individuals. They have a direct involvement for the assassination of this.
Yes, because this needs to be highlighted. This needs to be highlighted. So our Roma brothers, I don't think they should use this as an excuse or opportunity to invade or attack Shashamane, so to speak. Because my understanding, this attack on Shashamane, it's not just today. It's like it's just an escalation of what was taking place, you know, previous months. You understand? So I'm saying it's unjust because historically these people are not illegal in Shashamane. These lands were given to them in the time when the emperor, you know, gave this grand land to people from, you know, also assisted Ethiopia, in the Americas in the 1935 to 41 struggle, you know what I mean? You know, so I don't believe these people should directly be indicted into something that they are not responsible for, like the brother's assassination. I mean, we all is bereaved by that because, like it or not, he's a brother, you know. Yeah, and no, he's somebody's child, you know, mother's son. So regardless, and listen, I didn't know the brother that much, but personally, it hurts me to know that somebody took his life like that. You understand? So now we just waiting on justice for him and for the people and the victims.
Yes, of course.
You understand?
Yeah.
That have suffered.
I think every individual, every citizen has a painful for this that was happening in our country currently. So I'm responsible for this administrative issue for this mission. So there was respective individuals for the diaspora and the political affairs. If you are able to come for the future, for the coming week, if you are willing to come and
where is it?
just to talk regarding this issue, I will arrange a program for you.
I will appreciate.
Yeah.
I will appreciate it.
Yeah, my ambassador is very much concerned.
Yeah.
There was a diaspora department as well and political affairs. So you can able to come and to talk.
I will
regarding
definitely
this
be
issue.
interested.
Yeah, and I will forward this concern to my ambassador.
Well, thank you very much for that.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So I think we have said enough still. And I do appreciate your time for hearing my views.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
አይ ያው ስብሰባ ማለት ሰልፍም እንዳለ በጃማይካ ወንድምና እህቶቻችን ሰልፍ እንዳለ ስላወቀን ያው እንደ ኤምባሲ አድሚኒስትሬቲቭ ኢሹ ያው ስለሚመለከተን አጠቃላይ ያለውን ኮንሰርን እዚህ መተን መከታተል ስላለብን ነው የተገኘሁት። ያው እንግዲህ እነሱንም ያመጡትን ደብዳቤ ለአምባሳደሪ ለዲፒቲ አምባሳደሪ ፎርዋርድ ማድረግ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ለዛ ነው የገባነው።
አመሰግናለሁ። ሌላው እዚህ ኤምባሲ ላይ ጥቃት ተደርሶ ነበርና የእርሶ ሚሽን ጥቃት ያደረጉትን ሰዎች ለመክሰስ ወይም በዚህ ሀገር ፍርድ ስርዓት ውስጥ እንዲሄዱ የፈረሰውንም ሐውልት አስመልክቶ ምን እየተደረገ ነው?
yesterday ይመስለኛል የዲፒቲ አምባሳደሪ ከዲያስፖራ እንዲሁም ከፖለቲካ ዲፓርትመንት ኃላፊዎች ጋር ሄደው በቦታው ያለውን ነገር አስተውሏል። ቀደም ሲል እንደገለጽኩልህ እኔ አድሚኒስትሬቲቭ ኢሹ ነው የኔ ኮንሰርን እና ምናልባት የደረሰውን ነገር በቅርብ ክትትል እየተደረገ እንደሆነ በሚሽናችንም እዚህም ከዩኬ ካለው ከመንግስት መዋቅር ጋር ያለው ነገር ፎሎ አፕ እየተደረገ እንደሆነ ነው ያለኝ አንደርስታንዲንግ።
አመሰግናለሁ።
ስሞባላለሁኝ አስተዳደርና ፋይናንስ ኃላፊ ነኝ።
Thank you. አመሰግናለሁ።
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Justice, we want peace. We want 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 justice, we want unity. We want justice, we want peace. We want justice, we want unity. We want justice, we want peace.
We want justice, we want unity.
We want justice, we want peace. We want justice, we want unity. We want justice, we want peace. One people. We want unity. We want justice, we want peace. We want justice, we want unity. We want justice, we want peace. We want justice, we want unity. We want justice, we want peace. One Ethiopia. One Ethiopia. One Ethiopia. One Ethiopia. One Ethiopia, one Ethiopia, one Ethiopia, one people, 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 one Ethiopia, one people. One